happens quite frequently to me. Guess it isn't even that uncommon. A widespread affliction, an ailment, a bad habit that isn't even a habit if you ask me, but something that is completely inherent to my physical, bodily nature. I'm just slow at the most. So it happens quite often that I'm running late. When I put my shoes on, I take them one at a time. Usually I carry them from the shelf to a comfy place first, and a comfy place doesn't necessarily mean a chair or something. It can be a corner or a quiet spot somewhere in the room. Sometimes I sit down with them, sometimes I'm just kneeling. 1 foot at a time, accompanied by the occasional loosening of the laces, as they tend to become a bit tighter after each wear. I do it thoroughly and carefully, lest my socks throw wrinkles under my heel. That would be awfully discomforting. You might think that this sounds rather normal, but I have to emphasize once again that I do it slower than most other folks. I take and always took my time with it, much to the chagrin of those who are waiting on me. When I'm alone, I plan for these things. I'm running late often, but it's not like I'm one to be running late for appointments. I know how much time it takes me to do things. It's the spontaneity I struggle with, or the direct comparison, the competition with others. When leaving a classroom, for example. I don't think that I pack my bag better than others, but it certainly takes me longer. The same goes for putting on a coat. See, I usually wear layers, and I'm not particularly fond of having one layer, let's say, the arm of a jumper, rise up in the arm of my coat. But enough about clothing, albeit the one thing most people tend to zero in on when it comes to my slowness. But right now I tire of it, and I want to continue this little text, essay, prose, or literary exercise. I'm not quite sure where I want to go with this here, whatever it is now. I wanted to write about my grandma's garden, about her dear asters, who would wait until everyone else finished blossoming to finally rear their heads towards the end of August, but the symbolism of blooming late felt too, albeit time-proven, worn out. Like me, I am worn out, tired even. When I went to the doctor, an endocrinologist, a year ago, so he scanned my thyroid and noticed that there was something wrong with it. I couldn't be bothered with listening to him explain it, and it surely couldn't have been anything serious, or else I'm sure that I would have listened more carefully. I have a knack for this, subconsciously sensing if something requires my attention or not. Later I had to look the details of my ailment up on the internet. Something slow metabolism, and please don't ask me to recite it right now. But I found it curious. I recalled hearing fat people complain and blame their slow metabolisms for their fatness, but I'm deathly thin, so it didn't really make sense to me. Although, as you might be aware of by now, I am slow. So perhaps my metabolism is to blame for that. Maybe slowness comes in more than one form. Mayhaps what makes some people fat makes others skinny. When everyone else was rushing their eating disorders during their teens to be dramatically sad and emo TM, I was dragging my feet, and now I'm neither dramatic nor sad nor emo TM. I'm just an anorexic tranny in her 30s, which is kind of sad, but not in a cool way. The days when Marla Singer was still considered an icon for depressed girls around the world are long gone. Unless you're still a teenager, that is, who has not yet outgrown their Fight Club honeymoon phase, and to be fair, I can't blame you. Brad Pitt is kind of hot,